Hey, what is going on, crypto people? It is the Crypto Siege with another day in the life and the crazy life that is the digital asset space. Good morning. Happy Saturday to each and every one of you. A lot of interesting things going on today in the crypto space. A lot of interesting things going on for sure. Shout out to Stuart Alderoty, right? He's publicly stated what we've been saying all along. This is a fight for the entire crypto industry, the entire crypto industry. We'll look into that a little bit as well. So the market is kind of doing what the market does. We'll go over that. Lots of interesting news for sure on Twitter. Shout out to Crypto Eddie. We had a roundtable of epic proportions yesterday. It was really cool to be invited to speak amongst the Flare community with some of the best and the brightest, if you will. A few of the FTSO signal providers showed up. Mickey B. Fresh, Darren Moore, Solomon showed up. James Rule, XRP was there as well. It's just kind of an all-star cast. It was great to be able to hear from the NFT Marketplace 888. To hear from Sparkles from the NFT space as well. Gallant Games was there, so it was a really cool hangout. We're going to share a couple of clips, perhaps, and from that, and it was an honor to be able to be invited and to be able to share just a little bit of that as well. It was a really cool hang. Let me see something, but first, before we do that, let's hop on that bridge. Eric H is in the building. What's going on, XRP Lava? Good to see you, my friend. Well, the market is doing what the market does. The question really is, are you making money on the daily, regardless of the ebbs and flows, the ups and downs of the marketplace? $31,000 for Bitcoin. Oh no. Is that right? Is that accurate? 30,000 for Bitcoin. Oh no. XRP it's below 60 cents. Are you making money on the daily, regardless of the sideways movement in the digital asset space? Great time to be in the digital asset space. It really is. Happy Saturday and good morning to each and every one of you. Really excited about bringing this news from Stuart Alderoty. I think that's cool. I think he gets the bigger picture. And I know we said this on the channel before that the space as a whole should be thanking what Ripple should be thanking Ripple for what they're doing. Flare community, are you participating? Are you merely just holding on to an asset, locking it up on the Ledger Nano and waiting for appreciation, asset appreciation? Are you participating? Big question. Flare Networks is bringing communities together. Are you dividing? Are you causing division and divisiveness in the community? Are you promoting community? It's a fair question. All right, guys. So listen, it's an interesting time to be in a digital asset space for sure. Lots of interesting things going on in Twitter. It's pretty crazy. DeFi is doing some really amazing things. If you're participating in DeFi, make sure you check out Zapper.fi. It gives you an overview of everything that you're doing in DeFi, which is cool. Sometimes we can lose track of those things, and DeFi tracks it for us. Zapper.fi tracks it for us, and that is a really cool deal for sure. Check out DeFiLlama.com to get the ongoings of the entire digital asset space. What's going on with Aave? What's going on with Compound, Yearn? What's going on with MakerDAO? What's going on with Polygon and PancakeSwap? DeFiLlama.com for that, for sure. So again, good morning. I wanted to hop on here. We have a bit of running around to do before we head out to Cabo. So for 7 days. So that's going to be a cool hang with Little Miss Crypto Siege and with Miss Crypto Siege for sure. Yeah, looking forward to that. So I can hop on here. I'm going to cover some stuff and encourage you guys to check out the latest live stream from Crypto Eddie, where she brought a lot of people from the community together, from the Flare community together to talk about their plans for using Flare networks and what do they see in terms of the possibilities of Flare networks for sure. Andy Tuesday is in the building. Oh, okay. It's Coin Club Crypto. Oh, okay. Thank you, Andy. I appreciate that. I want to check that out. Coin Club Crypto. Interesting. Good morning to you, my friend. Appreciate you being here. Eric H says, thanks for the knowledge drop. You're welcome, my friend. And I appreciate you being here this morning as well. So look, the market is bleeding. It's bleeding. It's doing what it does. Right? Ebbs and flows, ups and downs, sideways movement. Bitcoin again, 30,993. Ethereum is at $1,776. Wow. So now below 1,800. Binance Coin's 273. Cardano's at $1.24. Doge is at 24 cents. XRP is 59.8 cents. Polkadot's at $14. Wow. Shout out to Celsius Network. They added Polkadot as a token or coin that you can earn interest on for depositing and lending your crypto. Pretty cool. Binance Cash. Bitcoin Cash is $441. Uniswap is $15.89. So yeah, the market it's hanging in that 20 to 40% range in terms of drops, right? In terms of loss. The overall crypto market is less than 1.3 trillion now. It is now at 1.249 trillion, down from a 2.5, nearly 2.6 trillion. Yeah. So my guy says, yeah, this is the chance where this is the time where people can lose sight of the market cycles and where we are in the market cycle. And if you don't know that, you may have a tendency to think that it's all over, believe the narratives. I saw something on someone on Twitter saying that it's all over for crypto. All of crypto is going to zero. Can you imagine that? EOS is at $3.46. Shiba Inu down 1.3% on the 7-day. Algorand is below 80 cents now at 78 cents. Sold our algo at the all-time highs. We did. So Aave is at $182. Aave is a platform that allows you to deposit and lend. Right? Deposit and lend, and they pay you for depositing and lending. It's like a bank in a lot of ways. And the native token is $182. Just think about that for a second. PancakeSwap's at $11.79. The Celsius token is down to $5.10. Cosmos, $8.97. Cool. So that's the market. Look, again, the market is doing what the market does, right? I hope you're in a position to earn money on your money every single day, regardless. On places like Celsius, on places like Aave, on places like Curve and Sushi and QuickSwap. I hope you're participating. I hope you will consider participating. So you can have a chance to earn money on your assets that you hold every single day, regardless of the ebbs and flows. Yeah, the disbelief phase. Michelangelo, it's good to see you. Yeah, you got to study the market cycle, kind of get where we are for sure. It's hugely important. Certainly not giving financial advice. Coin Club Crypto, I'm gonna go check that out. Coin Club Crypto, interesting. Quarter developer, right? Right, Andy? Quarter developer, right? Quincy Jones, go check that guy out for sure. Yeah, so that's kind of what's going on with the markets. Not much we can do. I hope, again, that you're considering in a big time way participating in the Flare network ecosystem. I think it's going to shock the world in terms of the yield provided, maybe not in the first 30 days, but I really do think it's going to shock the world. I think when we discover the new platforms that will be announced, I think on launch, it's going to shock a lot of people. So Spark token, interesting stuff. I think there will be people going to the marketplace to purchase the Spark token. I really do believe that. And as XRP holders, we've been blessed with a gift for sure, one that we should be grateful for. Without question, in my humble opinion, should be grateful for. What's going on? Emphasis is in the building. What's going on, my dude? Appreciate you being here this morning. Happy Saturday to you. Happy Saturday to you. We're in purgatory. XRP lava. Yeah, right? So, guys, look, I'm going to go over some stuff. I won't be any longer than 30 minutes for sure, but I did want to share a few things from Twitter. But first, before I do that, let me share this video from Crypto Eddie with you guys. Where is it? Roundtable discussion.
For having me and putting this together. It's really like a show.
Yeah, make you be fresh there. Let me get the here it is. There's the link to share it. Again, some of the best and brightest were there. It was a really cool deal. Yeah, Flare Finance token. What's up? What's going on with that? I know people from Flare Finance. It was an FTSO that was there as an FTSO. I think the YFIN token, Michelangelo, is going to be an interesting token to have for sure. I really do believe that. So there is the link for the Flare Network or Flare Community Roundtable that Crypto Eddie put together. Let me see if I can share. I'm sharing on Facebook too, so and probably not the best idea to do that on a weekend. Let's see. It says latest update from the Flare co-founder plus a 20-member panel reveal what's coming for XRP, Stellar Lumens, Litecoin, and Doge also. Shout out to Crypto Eddie for putting that together. Mickey B Fresh was in fact the host. We got a chance to hear from all 20 people, which was really cool. Let's take just a quick listen to Hugo.
By saying, what are the super cool things that you can do on Flare? So one of the criticisms we have is, and a valid criticism, is that Flare can be seen, if you don't have much time to invest in it, it can seem quite complex. There's lots of subsystems, there's lots of ideas, there's lots of people building applications, and it all looks like it's just one sort of thing. So let's try and break those down. There's some Flare specific things. So that's the Flare time series Oracle. So that's the Oracle system. And that's very much really one of the ways we think that the community is best placed to interact with the network. Because with your Flare token, you just delegate to a data provider. And I think so far we have 15 or 16. It's amazing, including, Bitrue and Exchange that's going to be a data provider, and I think there'll probably be a few more based on conversations we've been having. But let's see who comes through. But 15 data providers so far before launch, and truly committed people, and I'm really just genuinely honored that they want to work with us. So delegating your vote to the Flare Time Series Oracle. The delegation itself doesn't really involve any risk. There's no slashing. There's no automated way for you to lose money. And so you delegate that vote, and that's essentially your way of participating in the system. And you are meant to delegate. Your obligation then is to delegate to people who provide the best data signals. And what we mean by that is the most sort of robust data. And ultimately, those should be the people that earn the most return over time. And therefore, if they're the best, you will also be earning the most return. And we ask really that you try to delegate to, as a decent number of different data providers, because we want to keep it decentralized. We have 15. There can be up to, a couple of hundred potentially in the system without it becoming problematic. And so we would absolutely say, please do delegate to as wide a variety as you can. And I think we've specified, 3 is around the right number, at least to start with.
So that's just a little bit from Hugo. So Crypto Eddie gets on there for just a quick second, and then she introduces Hugo. Now she's edited this, but this is how she kind of laid it out, talking about the simplified version that is Blair Networks, and how from a retail perspective you can begin to participate. So definitely want to check that out for sure. And I did put the link in the chat there for you guys to check it out. Certainly watch the beginning with Hugo without question. I think yours truly shows up about the hour, right around the hour mark. So guys, please make sure you check that out. Let's go over this stuff from Stuart Alderoty, because I think it's fascinating stuff here. See, let's go here and let's do this. So the Oracle said something that I think is very, very true. It says, I know many will not want to hear this, but we need the crypto community as a whole to support XRP and Ripple. This court case outcome will affect us all. Ripple's top lawyer on the SEC battle, we're fighting for the crypto industry. We're fighting for the crypto industry. This is what Stuart Alderoty had to say here. Should I cover that? Let me cover that. Let's go over a little bit of that article. Sorry. With StreamYard, we have to, unfortunately, we have to go through each one. If I do a entire window, would that work? I don't think it does. Entire screen. Let's go here. Okay. Ripple's top lawyer on SEC battle, we're fighting for the crypto industry. The regulatory morass is resulting in bizarre outcomes, says Ripple's general counsel, Stuart Alderoty. All right. Stuart Alderoty spent nearly 2 decades working for old traditional banks doing work that he described as a little soul crushing. Then a door opened to a strange new world. A headhunter reached out about 3 years ago to ask if he would consider becoming general counsel for Ripple, a then 7-year-old startup. Ripple uses blockchain technology to process payments, but also offers this cryptocurrency called XRP, making the company a pioneer in a small but fast-growing industry. All right. It seemed like a crazy idea. I'll be honest with you. I didn't know much about blockchain. I knew less about crypto, he told Protocol. but Alderoty was intrigued and eventually took the job in January of 2019. It was a major career shift that he now compares to jumping off a cliff, but in a really exhilarating way. All right. So for the fast forward 2 years, Alderoty, Ripple's general counsel, now finds himself on the front lines of a major legal brawl with the United States government in a case that could define the future of Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and the entire blockchain industry. So I won't go on and read that. In December, a move that stunned the crypto and blockchain world, the Securities and Exchange Commission sued Ripple. Its founder and executive chairman, Chris Larsen, CEO Brad Garlinghouse, accusing the company of raising a $1.3 billion in unregistered digital asset securities. The crux of the SEC complaint is that XRP is not a currency, but a security, and therefore subject to securities laws. All right, the lawsuit rocked Ripple. The value of XRP dropped dramatically. Coinbase, a major crypto exchange, suspended trading in XRP. Indeed, it did. All right, we believe, where is this at here? We believe Hinman, where's that? I wanted to read to you guys. A person of ordinary intelligence really couldn't figure out what was on the right side of the SEC's interpretation and what was on the wrong side of the SEC interpretation. Part of our efforts in defending the lawsuit is to understand how the SEC is thinking about these issues itself internally. Hinman, we believe, was a central actor in creating the narrative for market participants and actually creating much of the confusion that we live with today. A key difference that's been cited between XRP and other cryptos is that Ripple issued 100 billion units of XRP all at once for the network, unlike Bitcoin and Ether, which are still being created through mining. Therefore, it's more of a security than a currency. The argument goes, how do you respond to that claim? Right? The timeline of that is somewhat important. Prior to Ripple's founded, the XRP ledger was created, and 100 billion units of XRP were created on the ledger. No more ever will be created. Then Ripple was founded. Prior to Ripple being founded, the XRP ledger was created, and 100 billion units of XRP were created on the ledger. No more will ever be created. Then Ripple was founded, and a portion of that 100 billion was gifted to Ripple. I don't think that's relevant to the security analysis whatsoever, says Stuart Alderoty. The security analysis is a sort of esoteric test from a 1946 Supreme Court case called the Howard case, right? So let me see. That was actually my question. How was the case impacting Ripple's business? That was actually my next question. We're not only fighting to get the right result for Ripple, we're fighting to get the right result for the industry. The industry should not be left to guess which tokens will show up one day in the crosshairs of the SEC and which tokens won't. Very, very, very cool. And this is a great article. I'm going to put this in the link in the chat as well. You want to hear more from Stuart Alderoty, what's he thinking, what's on his mind, how he feels about the case and how the case is going, all of these different things for sure. Let me do that. It's hugely, hugely important, guys. Definitely go check that out. What's going on, Crawfish? Good to see you. South Texas Celsian is in the building. How are you, my friends? Great to see you as well. And so I wanted to just share a little bit of that with you guys from Stuart Alderoty. Again, there's a bigger picture to this whole thing, and just a lot of people are just kind of really missing it. And this is, we are familiar with taking on people from the three-letter, the alphabets, as I like to call them, right? Whether it be the SEC or the FTC, CFTC, right? We're familiar with their overreach. We're familiar with their bullying tactics, right? On a personal level, we are familiar. Right. And so we understand the fight that Ripple is taking on in this case. And it's a classic, overreach and bullying, intimidation, if you will, by the alphabets. It's, again, right. Yo, Siege, what's up, my man? What's going on, Crypto Fiddlers? Good to see you. As always, it's great to see you. So Stuart Alderoty and Ripple are taking this fight. And, the latest coming out with Hinman is interesting. So this deposition is from the Ripple is about Hinman and wanting to call him to the stand under oath to see kind of what he was thinking when he made these public speeches. It's going to be really, really interesting to see how that's going to go, how Judge Netburn is going to rule on that. What is his name? Attorney Hogan, Jeremy Hogan, believes that the Honorable Judge Netburn is going to allow this deposition. With some parameters, if you will, and frameworks for the questioning of William Hinman. But she does believe, he does believe that she's going to allow that to happen. That will be an interesting thing, a sight for sore ears, right? Because we'll only be able to listen in. So, so that's going to be interesting. Again, we said it on this channel, the SEC has just been taking body blow after body blow after body blow. How much more can they take before the knees start to buckle under and they fall to the ground? So the SEC certainly doesn't want William Hinman in court under oath, right? Definitely does not. They definitely want the internal documents that Ripple has been given access to, I believe, to get out in the public as well. I feel strong about a settlement. I really, really, really do. I feel strong about a settlement. No, I don't have any Aave, bro. Don't have any Aave crypto fitter. Yeah. Andy Tuesday, it's like a movie, except my money is on the line. Yeah, that's exactly right. So it's, it's coming. Now what's supposed to be happening in July? Oh, it's this big BTC conference BC Backer mentioned in July. It's called the B word, and that's what they're going to call the conference, the B word. And apparently Elon Musk is going to head out, and they're going to talk, and the guy from Twitter. So it's going to be an interesting thing to say, to see. And that's going to be in July. What's going to happen to Bitcoin prior to that event is interesting to see. San Antonio's in the building. Great job on the meetup yesterday with Crypto Eddie. Like smashed on the video, and this one, of course. Well, thank you, bro. Appreciate that, my friend. It was a great hangout. It was very, very cool to be on there on that round table with the likes of Solomon, King Solomon, and XRP Darren Moore, and James Rule XRP. Bully was there as well. So it was a really, really cool hang, and a lot of the FTLs were there. 4 or 5 of the FTSOs who were going to be signal providers were there. The NFT people were there as well. So yeah, it was a really, really cool hang. And I did put the link for that video in there. You definitely want to check that out. Yeah, July 21st, that's going to happen, right? And so, so for me, what it feels like is that this sideways movement, 30, 40% down, 30, 40% back up, 20% down, 25% back up. It looks like this is what's going to be happening for the rest of June, and either all of July or a good portion of July. That's what it's looking like. What's going to happen up into right around July 21st, the week before, week after? What's going to happen? It's going to be interesting to see. My guess is the week after July 21st, which is this Bitcoin event they're calling the B word. That's the title of the event, interestingly enough, where Elon Musk is going to be publicly speaking and I guess sharing how he feels about Bitcoin. So just think about that. July 21st, that's a bit of ways, right? For more just sideways movement, for more of the blockfolio, looking not so great. How you prepare for that emotionally when the blockfolio doesn't look as great as it looked in April, just a few weeks ago? How are you preparing for that? Are you panic selling? What are you doing? Do you have an established portfolio? We have an established portfolio, so we're not really looking to pick up any new assets. We're looking to deploy capital in the DeFi space and participate and position ourselves to take advantage of billions of dollars in transactions yearly taking place, and position ourselves to take advantage of that at 0.3%, 0.2%, based upon actually, I should say, your position in the value in the interest pool. What I mean by that is the more you deposit, the higher your position to grab some of that 0.3% to 0.2% in fees, right? We're talking platforms with 5, 7, 9, and 20 billion in total value locked. Curve alone, $22 million in transactions, whether the market's up or down, whether the market is sideways, $22 million a day. Not a bad deal. Not a bad deal to get some of that. So Willie Washington says, nope, still buying. I hear that, my friend. Good to see you this morning. So guys, do me a favor, hit that like button. And if you haven't already, that does the word to let people know that the video is out, that we're live. We want more of the average Joe and the average Jane hanging out on YouTube to know about this new asset class. That is the digital asset space. And we all can do our part, but just smashing the like button and letting the world know that the crypto siege is live. And we need more people in the space, right? We need more of us, right? This is an opportunity for financial freedom to become our own bank, to make our choices on the money that we choose, not the central bank digital currencies. A lot of people are promoting the central bank digital currencies as some savior to the digital asset space. It's not. It's their savior from becoming not relevant. It's the central bank's way of staying relevant. It's not our savior. It's theirs, right? We want to choose our own money, right? We want to choose our own money. And that's what the digital space represents. We want to be a lender and a borrower, right? And not be dependent upon some dude in a suit sitting on the other side of the table deciding whether or not you are worthy for a loan, right? All right, guys, listen, thank you so much for hanging out today. It's been a really, really cool hang. I have to hop off here. I have to tend to a kind of a broken hand I got going on over here. And we got to go get ready and get prepared for our trip to Cabo. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning. I really do definitely appreciate that. Do me a favor and hit that like button on the way if you haven't already, guys. So listen, I'm going to end the stream like I do all my streams and remind you guys of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. But that's okay, though, because you and I are already winning. Have a great rest of the day, guys. I'll talk to you soon. See ya.